now. It was nearly disastrous, but for the heroics of the crew. That's what investigators for the National Transportation Safety Board say about last year's Alaska Airlines door that blew out at 16,000 feet. The agency determined missing bolts and multiple system failures caused a plane panel where an emergency exit would be to blow off, leaving a gaping hole right in the side of the plane. Inspectors say that the door plug would not have come loose if just one of the lower bolts had been installed.
Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot May-Kay Beeler is here with more on this. May-Kay, what are we finding out?
All right, so an NTSB final report blames Boeing, its supplier Spirit AeroSystems, and the FAA for the Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 near disaster. Now, the report was released this week during a public meeting. It determines the lack of proper procedures caused a Boeing worker to remove a panel and not replace the bolts during the accident airplane's production process. Now, the panel had been removed to fix nearby flaws in the fuselage. The NTSB did not determine the worker's identity or what happened to the 4 bolts that were never reinstalled. NTSB Chair Jennifer Homendy says it was a miracle. No one died on Flight 1282. It was a tragedy averted. No one was sitting in the seat directly next to the door that blew out, although passengers in close proximity had clothing ripped off and belongings sucked out of the plane. There were no serious injuries, although the horrifying event traumatized passengers.
I can't even imagine.
I know.
All right, so May-Kay, what are the recommendations from the findings from this final report?
Yeah, so there are 19 of them. The NTSB has named 19 new safety recommendations, 9 for Boeing. They call for better training and quality control. Now, one includes Boeing redesigning that door plug so that if there was an issue, it would be obvious. The remaining 10 recommendations are for the FAA, including improving manufacturing oversight. Homendy praised the crew of Flight 1282, calling their actions heroic, although she said the crew shouldn't have had to be heroes. This accident should never have happened.
Okay, so that's the feedback there from the NTSB. What feedback have we heard from the industry?
Yeah, so the Airline Pilots Association says the final report is a powerful reminder that 2 highly trained, well-rested, and experienced pilots on the flight deck saved lives when seconds mattered most. And this proves that the notion of cutting pilot training hours and maybe reducing the number of crew in the cockpit is a bad idea.
All right, well, hopefully, hopefully there will be more accountability,
yes,
whether it's manufacturing or whatever.
What an ordeal.
It really is, man. All right.
Real quick, May-Kay, just have to ask that report from them, do you think that's going to play at all to the new head of the FAA in terms of the accountability there?
It's a good question. The new proposed head of the FAA, not confirmed yet, has been quoted as saying in the past wanting to reduce pilot hours in some incidences. It's not being well received, but right now they think he's going to be confirmed.
Okay.
Play it by ear.
Yeah, no, good question.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.